Athens, the ruins of the ancient agora. In the early 6th century BC, neither the Parthenon nor the temple of Hephaestus, known as the Theseion, were yet built. However, the space of the agora was already the center of social, political and cultural life for the Athenians. Society was dominated by the Eupatridae, the aristocrats who owned the best land and monopolized the government. The intermediate classes of farmers, craftsmen and merchants were deprived of political power. As for the less fortunate, they were easily driven into debt, mortgaging their land and even themselves, thus risking losing their freedom and being sold into slavery. When Solon came into power, he introduced a revolutionary law, the Sysechthia, which means shaking off burdens. With this law, all outstanding debts were forgiven and all land mortgages disappeared, and whoever had become a slave because of his debts was liberated. Solon offered the Athenians a humane code of laws and a balanced constitution. He did not seek perfection in his legislation, believing that the lawmaker must tailor the law to the limits of human nature and not ask too much. He instituted a census of annual income and divided the citizens into 4 income groups accordingly. Political privilege was allotted on the basis of these divisions, though all citizens were entitled to attend the General Assembly, which was entitled to pass laws, elect officials, and hear appeals. He also created a Supreme Court, whose members were former chief rulers of Athens.
Solon is a great politician, prudent and courageous. Don't do what is pleasant, he says. Do what is proper.
Once Solon was asked which city he thought was well governed, and he replied, "The city where those who have not been injured take up the cause of the injured and prosecute the case as earnestly as if the wrong had been done to them." Furthermore, he is quoted as saying, "My laws were not destined to be long of service to the Athenians, for neither the deity nor the lawmakers can be of benefit to the cities by themselves. This is always in the hands of those that are empowered to guide the people as they choose. Therefore, both the deity and the laws, in the case of good governing, are useful, but in the case of misgovernment, they are no use at all." Solon's wisdom is reflected in many other immortal sayings.
Ιδονήν φεύγε, ή της ύστερον λύπην δίκτυ. Avoid pleasure that brings sorrow afterwards. Καλοκαγαθίαν, όρκο πιστοτέραν έχει. Put more trust in nobility of character than in an oath. Σφραγίζεστε των μεν λόγων σιγή, την δε σιγήν καιρό. Discourse should be sealed by silence, and silence by opportunity. Συμβούλευε μη τα ήγιστα, αλλά τα άριστα. Advise not what is most agreeable, but what is best. Φίλους μη τα χικτώ, ους δαν κτήσει μη αποδοκίμαζε. Be not hasty in making friends, but do not cast off those who you have made. Θεού στήμα, γονέας εδού. Honor the gods, respect your parents. Μη κακής ομίλη. Avoid bad companions. Αλήθειαν ανέχου. Be tolerant enough to accept the truth. Η αλήθεια πάσα στας τέχνας και τας επιστήμας οσμή. Truth is the ornament of any arts and science.